I don't remember much of this episode, just so you know.
You're listening to a mostly harmless cutaway.
Mostly harmless. Mostly harmless? Oh, come. I think that's pretty good coverage for this integrated pile of rubble.
Hi, this is Eric.
This is Josh.
And this is Juanita. Sean. Sorry, Sean.
Hola, Juanita. And welcome back to this Mostly Harmless Cutaway, episode 151.5.
Why is it 151? Never mind. I always ask this question.
I just don't. You just
We
can't.
have like 1,000 episodes now, and we're still on 151.2.
It's because we're filling in old episodes. That's why the number is a little recessed.
I don't know what that means. See,
We have a 152? Is like a 152 exist?
No, it hasn't been done.
So why didn't we just make this 152?
No, because that 152 will be the episode that follows this episode.
Hiya.
Follows this episode of Series 10.
So 150 was about Torchwood Miracle Day, right?
No. See, long time ago, we skipped over some stories because we were...
Is this going to be a long story? It's going to be a long story.
Because we were on hiatus. And so I made a point to write down, like, the numbers of the episodes that we skipped. Episodes of the podcast that we never did. So I accounted for those blank spaces in the feed.
I just feel like we should do integers regardless. Never mind. I don't really actually care.
He's got to think. This is the thing. We do the Best Picture podcast. And I don't number the episodes. I just call them by seasons. Like this is season 2015 because we cover movies from 2015. But when he puts the file in the Dropbox folder, he actually has the episode number on there, which means he's keeping track somehow. And I'm like,
but is he keeping track like at a level like between digits? Like
no.
Well, if we ever did a commentary or something, then I would start putting fractional numbers. But
these are fractional numbers. They're decimals. They're fractions.
I'm talking about on Best Picture. If we ever started doing commentaries and things, then I would start using fractional numbers. But because we don't, I don't apply it there.
Yeah. So, folks, capture. If you're looking for episodes of Mostly Harmless Cutaway, just look for the ones with fractions. Okay. Look for 151.5.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if they're fractions, they're going to be commentary episodes. If they're non-fractions, they'll be just regular discussions.
It's the Dewey fucking Decimal System.
I love the Dewey Decimal System.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh my God. Back in the day, I had my favorite numbers memorized, so I could walk into any library in the United States.
We are literally never going to be...
And just go straight to the numbers, like my favorite numbers.
We're not going to watch Pyramid tonight. We're just going to do this. I know
for the readers, we have been talking for 2 hours off air, just catching up and talking about whatever and getting drunk.
The same old.
And so now this is like the down thing. This is like, we got to record a podcast. Oh,
yeah.
All right. So we're going to do a commentary, as you already knew because it was 0.5. But we're going to do a commentary. And just so y'all know at home, this episode's a little bit different on the discs. We're all watching on the disc, at least the three of us are.
Yes.
So if you have some different kind of copy of this episode, there's actually this whole previously on situation that lasts like a good 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. So that's the version we're going to be reacting to. I say reacting, we're probably going to be talking about other things that have nothing to do with the episode.
Oh, yes, we will.
By the way, if you have the louse interpretation of this particular Doctor Who, you'll have to wait like 15.5 minutes because there's not only the, from the previous episode, but literally it talks about the history of Doctor Who for 10 minutes. So
I want this Laotian version.
It's in my set because I'm a completionist, so I have a Laotian version of this particular episode. So
all right, here we go. So I don't usually say this bit, but if you have your legally purchased,
we don't say that anymore.
DVD, Blu-ray, Betamax,
canceled.
Your Vimeo, or your YouTube,
your 8mm, 16mm Laserdisc.
Everybody, this is being recorded in 2014, so we don't know anything about the way life is.
Yeah, you guys can get it on Napster if you want.
Yeah, Yeah,
Hey, maybe you're watching this on Disney Plus in the future. I don't know.
you could be.
What's Disney Plus?
You mean like in the year 2000? The year 2000. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll get
We're
on
gonna
with
party like it's 1999 here,
Oh gosh. Oh, that would be so awesome.
wouldn't it?
Oh,
All right,
my
let's start
God.
this.
All right. So here we go. I'm on 0. They're on the spider webs. Press play in 3, 2, 1. Play.
Ooh,
Were we supposed to press play when you said "puh" or play?
Puh.
All right.
Puh. Veritas. Project Veritas.
all right. So I do have previously. I have previously right now.
So do I.
Okay.
He's talking to the Pope or the Cardinal or whomever it is.
And Bill's on a date. I
Bill's
think.
on a date.
I think Bill's
And
on a date.
Someone's drinking rosé.
I heard she was gay. Somebody told me
Yeah,
that.
she's gay because poor Bill.
Yeah, but the actress, she went public not that long ago.
What do you mean went public?
She wasn't she at the time that this aired, she was not openly gay in public life.
She really is gay.
Oh, you mean the actress herself?
Yes,
Mackie.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Pearl Mackie came out. I don't know, a couple years after she was on Doctor Who.
That
or so
actually makes me think, and I don't want to open up this can of worms really, but what the fuck? We have lots of time ahead of us. That opens up the argument of should gay characters be played by gay actors?
No, we're not opening that up right now.
And I say it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Brendan Fraser just won an Oscar for for playing a gay man, and he himself is not gay.
He wasn't gay. He was fat.
No, he was gay too.
Oh, he was gay and fat.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
Yeah, he's gay too. His partner, husband, whatever, died a few years before the movie, and that's what made him. We're talking about The Whale again instead of Doctor Who. I'm so sorry.
Sean's upset.
But there's not really much happening anyway. We're just having a conversation with a cup of coffee or something here.
Yes, it's still the previously. Oh well, no. Well, wait, no. This is actually new to the episode, but Bill was informing her female friend of what happened last time.
So their little date. They go out. They have wine, maybe a meal. They come back. They have coffee. That is a lesbian date. If this was gay men, they'd go out. They'd have dinner. Definitely not Mexican. Definitely
all right.
not
You know what? I
Chinese.
kind of know where you're going on this show.
Then they would go to a club, and then they'd go home and fuck.
Okay, that's where I thought you were going.
Whoa!
I'm sorry.
This is a sorry, children.
No, none of this. Oh, I'm getting to know her. Blah 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 blah. No, I got to know him as soon as he did his first line of coke. It's not true. It's not. Sorry, children. No,
Oh, God.
not all gay men do.
Why do I have to say sorry, children,
No.
constantly right now?
It's like you know.
Who's this guy anyway? Do we know?
It was MSG, not Coke.
Speaking of sorry, children.
President of the world? What?
Yes, this is the president of the world. This is the guy that Donald Trump wanted to be. This is the title.
Well, no, he's not the president of the world.
I thought he is.
No, he's like the president of NATO or something.
Okay.
No, he's not.
But somebody else is the president of the world.
Oh wait, the Russians are in this. This is pre-Ukraine.
Yeah. When the Russians were nice to us. Who the fuck is Bill that she gets to know all this shit on the iPad?
Because she traveled with a doctor a couple times. So
okay.
Yeah, she works for the president of the world.
She automatically has this, knowledge base.
Okay.
And
okay.
We know the doctor's coming onto this airplane, right? I mean, that's my memory.
Yes.
Well, he'll come out inside the airplane.
I don't understand any of those words you just said.
Yeah, I don't understand here. Here we are.
It'll reveal itself in the episode.
We are here on the set of Zero Dark 30 with a CGI pyramid.
Oh, theme music playing. You guys have the theme music playing?
Yes.
It doesn't say that, but
Well, it did say that for me.
Yes, it did for me in the
I'm
captions.
not big on this this
We said that every single episode.
Tune or the graphics. I'm not big on either one.
So I know I've mentioned this before and probably the last time, but I listened to a podcast called Professor Dave's Ark in Space. Rest in peace, Professor Dave. Where he had a guest on talking about the 13th Doctor's era, and he's like, "Oh, at least the theme music at the beginning doesn't sound like a bunch of wasps in a jar." And ever since I heard that, I can't not hear it. It's like
I hear birds, but it's fine.
it's like Sucker Punch from Poker Face. Once you know it's Benson, you can't unhear it.
That's true. It's very true.
Dun, 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 dun. It's Sucker Punch. Okay, so this lady here, she's going to work. I freaking love this whole sequence about this whole story with her and her coworker, and the glasses breaking, and it's been done in some other movie, and I can't remember which movie, where somebody put the kettle on, and because of that, somebody did this, and because of that, somebody did that, and because of that, somebody got hit by a car, and so happened. And I can't remember what is that, Eric? Do you know what movie that is?
No. You got any more information on this movie?
No, it's I want to say it's not Magnolia. It's something newer. It might be something.
Was Meg Ryan in it?
No, Meg Ryan isn't in anything.
All right, then I don't know.
I'll think about it I think Bill Nighy may have been in it. Bill Nighy's in all that stuff.
Really? Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Was it a British movie?
Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Oh no! Wait, Bill Nighy.
Bill Nighy was in that other time travel movie.
He was in Vincent and the Doctor too.
Yeah,
I just watched it recently. The time travel movie he was in.
It's About Time.
About Time.
Yeah. Here we are in the plane, and I was counting having flashbacks to that one where the Brigadier turns into a Cyberman after he's dead. Brigador. Yeah, it's the name of a Harry Potter character. Oops, sorry, canceled. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up Harry Potter.
This is a nice plane, though.
It is. Well, it's like Air Force One or the equivalent.
Yeah, it's the EU equivalent of Air Force One. Why is the plane coming down like that? That doesn't make any sense.
Can I tell a Doctor Who story from work from yesterday?
Yeah, but who's this actress that's playing the little person in this? I mean, playing a person, but she is a little person. Do you know?
Oh.
Why is she bringing coffee to everybody? Why is that her job as a little person to bring everybody coffee? I'm angry.
No, she's not bringing.
I'm angry.
Bringing her coworker. By the way, coffee is the worst thing for a hangover. I don't care.
Rachel Denning.
Okay.
Is her name.
All right, her. Yeah. Okay. Yesterday I went to a meeting in Houston, and we were in a room that had sort of a quote unquote nautical theme, and there were, pictures of the ocean and little things of lighthouses everywhere. And for some reason, in a table in the corner, they had propped up a big picture of that painting from Vincent and the Doctor, where they see the Jaggerfest in the window.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Oh, I like that painting." And I said, "Oh, it's Van Gogh." And the mediator, this is a mediation. He says, "No, I guarantee you that's not a Van Gogh. If it was a Van Gogh, somebody would be rich right now that's in this building, owns this building."
Yeah, you could have a copy of it. And by the way, it could be Van Gogh. Never mind.
Fuck you. No, I actually inside my head said, "Fuck you. I know it's not a Van Gogh. The actual painting itself is in the Musée d'Orsay in Paris." But then I said that's what I thought, but I said something worse.
What did you say?
And I said, no, it's Van Gogh. I know from that episode of Doctor Who. And I said it like that, as if everybody in the, and I may as well have said, it's like the painting that I painted with my dick, because the way everybody looked uncomfortable. Yeah, guys, could
Sean, you have to take Doctor Who out of your parlance
I try.
with the normies. You can't do it.
I know.
Like, it's just gonna make people crazy. They're like, I don't even know what that is. Is that a James Bond movie? Yeah, that's the first question you get asked.
Doctor what? Who?
Yeah,
What?
Doctor Who. That's a James Bond movie,
I,
right?
I didn't even get. Is that the one with the scarf? I didn't even get that.
If only you got that, because that would have been great.
But where I work now, I've been working there for 6 months, new job, and there is a Doctor Who lady, the assistant office manager. She's got a
A
Doctor
Doctor Who lady.
Yeah, she's got a Doctor Who TARDIS Lego set in her office. She's got a Doctor Who calendar.
Oh, I so have that in my office too.
Yeah,
But my office is at home, and I don't have to explain it to anybody.
I want to explain it to everybody.
Did y'all know Matt Lucas could sing?
I don't want to know, but I miss
No,
Peter Capaldi. I really do. Like, it's so great that he was a doctor. He was a great doctor. It wasn't always great. Like, the writing wasn't always great, but
I agree.
But
wholeheartedly about
he is so the doctor. He's such a perfect the doctor.
I agree.
Yeah, just not so much for the young generation. It seems.
No, of course not. Really, we're speaking for the old guys. Like he fits in the previous definition.
So this is what this pyramid is in the country of Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
No, it's not Turkmenistan, is it?
It sure is.
I thought it was Turkmenistan.
No, it's Turkmenistan.
It's in Egypt. I saw Death on the Nile.
It's Turkmenistan. It's Turkmenistan.
That's not a thing. That's not a country.
I know it's a made-up country. I mean, it's made up for Doctor Who.
Why don't they just say Egypt? Like, is there a thing? Is this a thing? Like,
I don't think they wanted to reference like a real place, but it's Turkmenistan, the made-up fictional country.
Oh, this is the dick that Bill made a deal with or something, right? Monk creature. He looks great. He looks like $100.
Well, I actually have a monk statuette over there. You can't see it, but
I wanted to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, but even though this takes place in the fictional Turkmenistan, I did want to make a real-world public service announcement for Egypt, the real Egypt.
Why are you making a public service announcement for Egypt?
Because I just read this in the news today that
I read
Grindr
the news today. Oh boy, sorry.
Grindr has issued a statement.
Grindr has Grindr.
Yes.
Okay.
To users in the country of Egypt specifically, to watch out because apparently in Egypt right now, their their police forces or whatever are making fake accounts on Grindr to basically bust people who are homosexual in Egypt.
Sean, make a note the next time you're in Egypt.
Okay.
Even though you're with
public service,
even though you've been with your partner forever and so on.
Yeah. Well, it's really weird that you mentioned that because yesterday I was in an Uber with an Egyptian guy.
How'd you know he's Egyptian? Was he wearing a fez?
No, he told me. He said, I've spent many years in this other country, and I'm like, the country that I'm from, and I'm like, what country is that? And I knew it was some Middle East country that he was kind of ashamed of. And then he said Egypt, and also he had his fez thing. They don't call them a fez anymore.
What do they call it?
But
a big red hat.
It's that. No. I'm sorry, not fez like Matt Smith, but the cloth that they put over their heads. That's usually checkered pattern. His was black and white.
Okay.
It was on this dashboard.
Was he listening to the Bangles?
No, he wasn't. I don't know.
Walk like an Egyptian.
No, this actor who's playing the scientist, he looks like somebody, and I think it's Quentin Tarantino, but he might actually be...
Quentin Tarantino?
He does! He might actually be an actor in something.
The one right now with the glasses?
Yeah, with
glasses?
I'm not kind of buying that, but he does look like somebody.
Tony Gardner? He reminds me
What is that? Is that beer? Is that beer?
No, that's the stuff that came out of my ass the day before my colostomy. I'm sorry, my colonoscopy.
Colostomy?
No, he reminds me of a different actor.
Sean, I'm getting like Pirate Planet Part 4 kind of vibes right now.
If you look at the time, it makes sense, the time that we've been on the call.
Is that a Ukrainian flag? Oh, no, that's a Russian flag.
Maybe it's a Turkmenistan flag. No, it's Russian. Sorry.
Or it could be France, or it could be Thailand, or... Wait, so it's just... Yeah, this has been done before.
Hello, Private. Okay, so the doctor. Okay,
Privet.
I don't know what this all is. Oh, the doctor's the president of the world. Okay,
Yes.
why?
He's inviting him in for some Chinese food. He's like, they've got great specials, lunch.
By the way, what Doctor Who episode actually had them eating Chinese food? Do you remember?
4 to Doomsday.
A Feast of Stephen.
No. This is legit. What I'm saying is legit. They're actually
No,
eating
you're
Chinese food in the TARDIS.
Wait.
What episode is that?
Oh fuck.
It's a Tom Baker one, isn't it?
No.
Dang it.
No. It's a Peter Capaldi episode.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna remember.
The end of Time Heist. They're eating Chinese food at the end of Time Heist,
I love that episode. Okay, all right.
which I liked, but nobody else did. So
No, I like it. I mean, there's
No, it's great. Now I want Chinese food.
why did I feel like nobody liked that one? I don't know why.
I want Chinese food now.
yeah, I do too. Like not real Chinese food, like chicken feet, but like Panda Express, but not from Panda Express, like sesame chicken or sesame shrimp, or my favorite egg fuyang.
What episode are we watching again? I don't remember.
The doctor eats
The
Chinese
pyramid at the end of the moon.
Fuck.
So originally, the writer of this episode
Peter Harness.
wanted the representative countries to be the U.S., the U.K., and North Korea.
Really?
Yes, and he wanted the leaders of each faction to be based upon real leaders from those respective countries. But like he wanted a faux Kim Jong Il character, or I'm sorry, Kim Jong Un, and he wanted a faux Donald Trump character and a faux Jeremy Corbyn.
So
but,
just so you know, like we already had the faux Donald Trump character later, right?
right, of course.
Now I know Peter Harness. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
Yeah, Peter Harness and I are like we're not close, but
Okay.
I met Peter. We did a Logopolis that is now unfortunately gone because I deleted everything from the High Council that I used to do for a little while. He's a great guy and actually a decent writer, but his Doctor Who is probably not considered the best.
But whoever knows about the original treatise for like any of these Doctor Who Smiths, I mean, because they have to be contorted by the showrunner to fit into the grander scheme of things, and so who knows, what the original script really looked like.
I think mostly the script sort of was similar, but you're right. Like,
no, but I mean, not just that, but also like changing things for budget, for effects. Like, oh, we can't do that. That's too much, or stuff. Who knows?
I don't remember the story at all. I've just realized I don't remember it in any way, shape, or form. Because I'm seeing like the thing coming out of the pyramid, and I'm like, I don't really know what that means.
I have to admit, I have a confession to make. The last time we recorded about Extremis, I watched the episode before we did the commentary, but because of time and Asian grocery shopping, I wasn't able to watch this episode.
Sean is obsessed with Asian grocery shopping.
No, I was just...
You know what? I think I Asian grocery shopped before that episode too, Sean. Shockingly,
Okay.
for no apparent reason.
I often Asian grocery shop, but I just call it grocery shopping.
I'm just going to say Asian grocery shopping is not walking down the candy aisle at the Asian grocery store and picking out some Pocky.
I was about to say Sean had to get his Pocky fix.
Love Pocky.
You got to do full on like get the fish that they just slaughtered and
Shrimp paste. You need shrimp paste.
Shrimp paste. Yeah, chili sauce. I would say sriracha 20 years ago.
No, sriracha. Sriracha? Is that what you called it?
Sriracha.
Sriracha?
We just call it cock sauce. That's what we call it.
That's what we call it here too.
What do you call it?
Cock sauce.
Cock
A
sauce.
rooster sauce. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The monks hijack the plane, and I don't know why.
This is the thing about this episode. This story arc is 3 episodes long, and this is the one that we didn't need, because this is the one.
By the way, the other 2 we didn't need either. But
oh no, I'm going to disagree with you there. Look at their outfits. They look like they're from like. Oh wait, this is
France.
They're trying to do. Yeah,
They look like they're from France.
are they trying to do like Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Like, oh, all these. Oh no,
It's like Amazing
those are the
Stories or
I'm so
something.
sorry. Those are the pilots. Like I said, I didn't pay attention, or I mean, I didn't watch this before. Okay. It's from
Okay.
Submarine.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they're Russian seamen, or are they Russian? I think they're.
no, they look French to me, but
I feel like Russians wear those shirts.
The French are known for their submarines. They're excellent engineers.
what is she eating?
Submarine science. I don't know.
Eggs?
It's definitely not low carb.
It was a curry.
A curry. I love a curry.
I can't just take the afternoon off. I just remember watching this episode thinking this whole behind the scenes story is so boring.
I like it. I really do. I like it. I'm like, where is this going? I'm kind of in suspense. And by the
What are
way,
they pushing the beer over?
I would, if I was this guy, I would just go to the bar, drink 2 beers, and either come back to work or go home. That's what you need for that.
Yeah, you're just talking about working from home though.
Okay. But really, drink responsibly, and you shouldn't be at work like that because it's not fair to those you are working for, whether it be your boss or clients or patients or whatever. So, all right. So before we recorded, I hit the play all on this Blu-ray,
Did you?
and and so while we were talking, pre-show banter, I watched all of Oxygen, all of Extremis, and I could have sworn he lost his sight in Oxygen on
He
the
did.
ship.
He did.
And then at the end of the episode, we see him, he's got his eyes back. So what happened? Something made him lose his sight again?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. That's okay.
But ask me any question about Planet of Evil and I'll tell you.
All right.
Like I have no memory. I literally I think I've watched this once.
But did he get it back in Oxygen?
No, he didn't get it back in Oxygen. He was blind.
He took his glasses off and he had good eyeballs.
He was blind in Extremis.
I know. That's why I'm wondering why he took his glasses off at the end of Oxygen and he was able to see okay.
He wasn't. I think he played like he could, but he...
Yeah.
He had like contacts in, like he was playing the nut roll.
I don't... Yeah, I wish I remember, Sean.
And this, by the way, looks as an image is actually really cool. These monks playing with the threads of, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. It makes me want to do it with like some fiberglass cable, like
The threads of time.
Yeah, this is AT&T fiber, ladies and gentlemen. Why it doesn't work? Because there's people doing this.
They're playing with strings, man. This is string theory right here.
Okay. I actually have.
Well, I just brought in quantum mechanics, so
Okay.
write that down, guys, because I know nothing about it, and it has nothing to do with string theory. But anyway. Where's Missy? Is she still here?
Oh God.
No, she's not in this, sir. Oh yeah, she's not. Wait, is she in this? Wait, what happened to her in the first episode? I suddenly want a cigarette. I'm told it'll pass in 2 minutes, but
Wait. So you suddenly want a cigarette because I mentioned Missy?
no, I just all of a sudden.
What was the trigger there?
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
I'll buy you some Skull.
No, I don't. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's no more or no less disgusting than smoking with a cigarette.
It's ill. It's ill.
It's ill.
Ew.
You have to find a vape. That's all. A vape that has nicotine.
No, I don't. It's not the same thing.
It totally is. Like
It's not.
I've given up.
Sir,
It's not the same, but it's better.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Why? In what way is the true cigarette better?
No, I think if you have the right vape, it's not any different.
Whatever.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're watching Doctor Who at this moment. This is not my first Dead Planet. Okay, so for me, like watching this back, I'm like, I really just don't know what's going on. I don't even sort of care. I don't know. This is barely a commentary, guys, because I suck at this. I'm much better at watching something I remember and love.
So The monks are telling the humans
Mm-hmm.
that look, we've seen into like what's going to happen, and we're letting you know that something catastrophic is going to end like all life on this planet. We're not going to tell you what it
This could
was.
be 2023.
Huh?
This could be 2023.
Right, but something catastrophic is going to end all life on this planet, and we're not going to tell you what it is. But if you guys consent to us or give us consent, we will solve this issue for you. We will save you. Um, uh, but the doctor is like, no, because we don't know what consent. Like we don't know the ramifications of what that could be. Um, and they're all convinced. The humans, um, that they're all convinced that it's going to be some type of military situation that's going to end the world, but they don't know what.
Okay, so, and the doctor, as president of the world, can't say, fuck you, we're not doing this.
Well, he's saying we shouldn't do this. We should not consent. Because, again, we don't know what the ramifications of that.
Oh, that's a death.
Yeah, that's a good death. That's pretty cool.
That's a good Doctor Who death, because it doesn't involve blood. It just makes him into dust.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old Buffy the Vampire Slayer series.
Yeah. Yes.
Or shooting Rose in Bad Wolf. Remember they shot her and she just became a lump of sand?
Yes. Very long time ago in high school, we read a short story, called "Burnt Toast," and it was about this guy who was an alcoholic and a gambler.
Oh.
And he was approached by a gentleman who was obviously the devil, and he says, "Look, I can get you out of your life. I can get you like $10 million, and all you have to do is drink 10 martinis." And,
is that all?
Yeah, and if you drink the wrong martini, one of the 10 martinis, your soul is mine. So the guy's like, yeah, okay. So every week he went to this hotel room and he met with the devil. And, the devil had initially 10 martinis. He drank one. Okay, yeah, great, he goes. And then eventually he drank 9 martinis and there was only one left. And he says to the devil, yeah, I did your thing. And you said you were going to, help me. So what's going on? And the devil says, no, you don't understand. You drank the martini the 4th time and you just kept coming back on your own volition because you were so desperate. So your soul is mine, and you're going to continue to be a gambler and alcoholic until you die, and then you're going to spend the rest of eternity with me. I don't know why that came to mind, but this deal.
Where's the toast?
I don't know why it was called Burnt Toast, and I think that's a great question. I think that relates to something you have to do with
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
demonic possessions. I don't know. Burnt toast. I don't know.
Sulfur?
Could be. I don't know why it was called burnt toast. That's a great question. Maybe it's because like when you make toast, toast, and then it turns out before you realize it, it's burnt a lot of times, just like popcorn, microwave popcorn, which is what happened to this guy. I remember that story so well, and it would be like a perfect like Twilight Zone episode where, oh, you're doomed, I can help you, and then all of a sudden it's To Serve Man as a cookbook. It's a theme. It's been done before. I think To Serve Man might be a better example.
I think I know what they were trying to do with this episode. It just didn't work.
But this is the stuff that works for me. The part with the scientists, I was really interested. Like, okay, how is this going to? This is going to be like a Robert Altman film. It's all going to come together at the end. Comparing to Robert Altman to Doctor Who, that's futile. I know, hoping that somehow, but it does in this case.
Okay, so I get it. Like, what they're doing actually is leading to the end of the world.
Correct.
Like, it's leading to a pandemic or something. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so that doesn't have any basis in reality. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
What's so funny is that I would have thunk that too. Thunk isn't a word, but I would have thought that too.
It's almost like it was telling the future. And by the way, World War III is not exactly something today that we talk about as if it's something, not possible.
Don't even go there.
But no, but that's the thing. Like,
I don't even want to think about it.
that's why I mentioned 2023 is that if you thought about World War III in 2018, even that would have been silly. But in 2023,
Well, yeah, they didn't even number them. They didn't even number them back then.
it ain't silly.
Yeah, I recently saw a movie called Threads from 1984, which
Oh yeah. It's
you know
the
what I'm talking about?
British
Have you seen
version
this
of The Day After.
Yes, and it is much heavier than The Day After.
Oh yeah, I know.
It freaked me out as much as if I saw it the day it came out, and I don't even want to think about it, like, because
That's so interesting because the Day After freaked me out, but I watched it with my parents. Like we all watched it together.
when it first came out, or like later on, like
No, when it first came out, like in '83.
Okay, yeah, it was freaked me out too.
I was like 12 or something, and like even then, it just I think the issue really is that people don't understand really nuclear bombs and what they do
Yeah,
today because they've never experienced that.
and I saw Threads a couple months ago, and it's worse. Like worse as in like what happens to the people who survive? They do not. Oh my gosh! I'm turning into Centauran goop.
My goodness.
Scoop some of that up. But when I saw Threads, I was like, oh my God, more people need to see this movie because there's a whole generation that hasn't seen it. And this is really frightening. And I don't want to live through this. I don't want to be in like a fucking cellar and bring my dead grandmother up to the hallway to let her rot there while we die in the cellar.
Yeah,
it's shit like that. Like, oh my God, this is heavy.
Yeah, it's really heavy, and unfortunately, because of the way time has gone by since then, like nobody really understands like how on the precipice we could be to a life like that.
Yeah, it just takes a couple people pushing a couple buttons, but I really don't think. Well, say this, but right now, ah! Sorry, that was a cat jumping on the.
I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
The cat sounded like you, but
No, the cat jumped off the cat tree onto the couch.
The cat definitely surprised you in some way, shape, or form.
Jumped off the cat tree onto the couch and scared me, and I was on edge already talking about this.
I've got one upstairs right now. I've got Clara, my kitty from 2014. We got her. She's 8 now. Her name is Clara, based off of I actually named this cat. So you can tell I was sort of a fan of Jenna Coleman at the time.
Never heard of her.
Well, this one that just did.
But she's like looking at me right now going, "Why did you name me Clara? Why did you do that? Why did you name me
Clara the cat?
She's Clara."
It's at least you don't hear, "Why did you name me Moira? I'm not Irish or Jewish." But really, she was named after Catherine O'Hara from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I thought she was named after a long argument.
No.
Come on, everybody knows that.
If you enjoy fruit wine as much as I do.
No, Clara, we don't call Clara Clara. She's Baby. That's her name.
Oh, wow.
We have one of those too.
And she's a calico. She's a calico. She's a,
Baby.
Yeah, Baby. That's her name. That's how everybody knows her. Anyway, Pyramid at the End of the World. Sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can I just say we have a cat named Brody, but we call him Chion because he's a crybaby. Okay, I'm sorry. Pyramid at the End of the
World. Actually, Sean, surprisingly, none of my cats are actually called by the name that they have.
Okay.
None of them do. They're all called something different. And I don't know why that's the case, but that's happened, and I don't know why.
Yeah. In other words, folks, this episode is so fucking boring and nonsensical.
It would be boring. Like, I really need to, I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know where I was when this came out. Like, it's just... It doesn't feel... like it should be good.
Mm-hmm. I think the next episode is much better. I really enjoyed the next one. Spoiler for whenever we do that, 5 months from now. Hopefully with Caleb.
I think it's just all down to the waning days of the Moffat era that we were going through at the time.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, I agree. It
because there was this thing that was established even before Moffat, when it was RTD, where you'd be watching a new series of Doctor Who, and you're waiting for that moment that like the whole series kicks into overdrive. Like they like the best episode wouldn't be the first or second episode of the series, and then some episode would drop and you'd be like, oh, here's the good one, and now we're on this track, and now we're on a track that's taking us to the finale of this series. And that was kind of like a thing that was established pre-Moffat, and it continued during the Moffat era, where you're waiting for that good wow episode. And by the time we got to like the last two series of Moffat, like I would still be like holding a candle for it, but it just like wouldn't come. It wouldn't materialize that like, oh, here we go. And I just, oh, maybe next week. Oh, maybe, but it just wouldn't come in those days like it did before. So yeah, did anybody know Nardo could sing?
No.
I was as surprised as anyone. Remember how PBS would do those like donation drives or whatever they're called?
Uh-huh.
Well, my mother happened to be watching PBS the other a week or two ago, and it was that season for PBS to be trying to get donations. So they were playing this this recording of Les Mis from London, circa 2019, I think is when it was recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning of Act 2, is it Act 2 of Les Mis?
Oh my god!
The character. Do y'all know the story of Les Mis?
Yes. I know
the character who takes it. The male character who runs the orphanage.
Uh-huh.
He was played by Matt Lucas, and I was like, wait a second. And then he started singing, and I was like, holy shit! I had no idea this guy had this kind of theater or musical chops.
He's talented.
It's amazing.
No doubt he's talented.
It's amazing. I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, so I mean, apparently Matt Lucas is pretty talented. I mean, that's not surprising.
It was a bit surprising to me if you told me that this guy, and like, I barely know him as an American. I haven't seen him in much else outside Doctor. And you told me that he had one of the key roles in Les Mis. Oh, wait a second.
I could see him as Mr. When you say orphanage, the first thing that came to mind was Oliver for obvious reasons.
Right. By the way, I have a cat named Oliver who we don't call Oliver.
Okay, what do you call him? God damn it, cat! Get off of that! Stop it!
We call him Bubs.
Bubs.
Yeah.
You treat your cats like Filipino family members because this is what a traditional Filipino family does, is that none of the children are called by their birth names. Not ever. Every child in a Filipino family has a nickname, and they take that into adulthood.
Like, this is Bob, but his real name is Balalaka.
That is an impeccable Filipino accent.
Well, it's actually his name is Bubby, because my daughter called him Bubby, and when she comes home, she goes, Bubby, and he comes and like she's able to pick him up. Like none of us are able to pick him up for more than 10 seconds, but she can pick him up for like a half an hour.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and also Street Urchin didn't roll off the tongue.
Do you have songs for each of your cats?
I don't have songs. I don't think.
Okay. You mean like WWE superstars have their own like theme songs?
Like this.
Is that what you mean?
Blue, blue, baby blue, plays with poo. I love you, baby blue. Smells like poo, plays with blue, baby blue.
No, we don't have. we don't have that, but Sean, I'm thinking about installing it.
Okay.
I think you should release that on Spotify.
He's looking up at the ceiling fan right now. He thinks they came from the ceiling fan because he's a cat, because he's a fucking idiot. Anyway, there was something that came up earlier. I can't remember what it was.
I'm feeding Clara treats right now, just so you all know.
Oh, shit.
She only hangs out with me. She doesn't like anybody else in the house.
I didn't give them treats. They're going to hate me. They're going to fucking hate
To rule, there must be love. Your consent must be pure.
me. You betcha.
I don't buy it. It's weird that that's what they want is consent.
You act out of strategy. Strategy's not consent. Be gone with you.
And for everybody else, this is not working, is it? By the way, I do have to give a big hoo-ha to the designers of the monks. They do look really creepy, even though they look like desiccated corpses or really bad.
Yeah, they look like corpses. That's exactly what they look like.
Really bad burn victims.
Oh gosh.
If you guys have ever seen the movie Hannibal, what's the actor's name? He won an Oscar.
Is that the same guy who plays Lashif?
Anthony Hopkins?
No, Gary Oldman, who played Mason Verger in that movie, has a similar face. Do you remember?
Oh,
you guys
God.
remember?
Yeah, I do remember. I saw the movies, weirdly.
Me too. Yeah. People are idiots. I mean, I only need to go to Home Goods.
In general, you're correct.
Yeah, I only need to go to Home Goods and realize that. But the people in this episode, except for the doctor and of course Bill, are idiots. I mean, the fact that they went along with this.
Well, I think Bill's kind of an idiot here.
Yeah, oh, she's the one that fucks it up, isn't she? Yes.
Yeah, she's the one who fucks it up.
What are you doing back there, Josh?
I'm feeding treats to my cat.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Temptations mix-ups. I
Oh,
give you guys some,
yeah,
but
I love those. No,
That's our sponsor for the
I
podcast.
love those.
not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
All we have to do is open the pantry door, like just to get regular food out, and there's one that runs into the pantry and like goes in the corner. Like, why are you fucking doing this? This is not where you get treats. I mean, this is where the treats.
Yeah,
are
my
stored.
youngest and my boy basically tells me exactly when everybody needs to be fed. So, and if I don't feed them on time, he basically like scratches my back or my ass.
I've been bitten. I can't believe we're doing. I've been bitten on the nose at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I have to get up and get them out of the room. And the one figures out that if I walk towards the kitchen, it's a ruse, and he'll run back and run into the bedroom. I'm like, you fucking little. And
It just goes to show they own us, just like these guys own the humans.
Exactly. Thank you for bringing it back to Doctor Who and away from my drunk ass.
Actually, I wasn't talking about your drunk ass.
Okay. No, there's definitely.
Just saying.
A computer made a noise somewhere. Was that on my end or was that on?
I have no idea. It might have been me.
Not I.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, Sean, we should go back and review the Pirate Planet because I don't remember us viewing it.
Oh my god. Sean wasn't there for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Planet Part 4, he definitely was.
Oh, okay, part 4, I suppose.
I got wasted, but I think
Eric got even more wasted. Eric was worse than you were.
the most that I think I got wasted was Seeds of Doom on your podcast.
Oh, really?
Actually, I don't know that I've been that wasted since, to be honest. Like in my life since then.
Eric, are you even drinking alcohol right now? Dude.
No.
Eric went up like 4 octaves. He was like, "Hey!"
No, I'm not drinking alcohol. I told you I had some flavored drink, and now I have some water drink.
Oh, you had like the faux Kool-Aid before.
Yes. Yeah, hashtag not sponsored by Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when we do the next episode, which I hope that I am on, and I'm not getting it.
You definitely will be. I will not do it unless you're there.
Yeah, I hopefully I won't be getting like a colonoscopy or anything like that on that day.
That's cool. I mean, we can do it while you're having a colonoscopy. That's fine.
Okay, Sean will be back in 10 minutes.
I don't know. I need to break my behind and get my colonoscopy.
It's very important.
Let's talk colonoscopies because it's better than the pyramid of the end of the world.
It's very important. I don't want to be Katie Couric on your ass, no pun intended, but it's very important to do it.
No, if they had a list for like recreational colonoscopies, I might sign up on that.
You know what they do actually here in Massachusetts? You can get a recreational one. Yeah,
Nice.
we allow everything now up here, so there's nothing you can't do.
Do they have like a pre-douche rule?
It's a
Or
post.
is-
It's a post
or is
douche
it-
rule.
It's a thing that you drink and then you get douched. Trust me.
Well, I understand that part, but I didn't know if I had to pre-douche myself
No,
or bikini wax.
Actually, this was brought up. My partner Tom said, "Why don't they just give you an enema?" And it turns out he asked the people at the hospital that while I was going under, and they said because it only cleans out like the part of your colon at the front or the back.
yeah, but wait a minute. The point is not to just clean you out. The point is to look.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But I guess I get it. But they're saying only the backhand is cleaned out with the enema. They got to do a full
Right.
rotor rooter.
It's enough to have anal sex, but if you want a colonoscopy, it's
Oh,
got to be the
Hold
whole goddamn
hold
colon.
on 1 second.
Oh, I'm not kidding. No, I'm
Hold on,
just kidding.
I need to do the colon to member ratio.
I don't remember it being compared in any way, shape, or form to.
How long is the colon?
It's
a couple feet.
A couple
It's more than
feet.
that.
A couple feet. So you're telling me my colon goes up to my Adam's apple?
no.
No.
It's really like concentrated in a certain area. Like you have your large intestine. You have
Oh, sorry. You say it's like a couple feet, like an accordion?
yeah,
So
it's like an accordion. Yeah, exactly right.
Okay,
Don't ask
okay,
how much.
okay.
Bill's making a deal right now, you guys, for our lives, and we're
Okay.
talking about colon cleaning.
Why is the doctor wearing a
Now, your
mask?
small intestine, Eric, is a completely different thing. If you want to find out,
Oh yes, I'm aware of
you
that.
can, you can wrap that around the house.
Absolutely, I do sometimes for funsies.
He can see. He can see, you guys. He now can see. He can see.
Wow, Peter Capaldi's hand looked really old.
Yeah.
He is old. He's like 60 here.
I know, but his hand looks like 75-ish though. Or
Oh
80.
no, it's a bomb. It's a bomb. It's a bomb.
Oh, that was a weird explosion for that.
What happened here, and why didn't he die?
Guy said he died. Did he just die? Wait, no, it was behind the. Okay. Okay. This actually is a really good ending. I really do like this ending. I like how this was done. I just don't like everything leading up to it is stupid. Like
It's just like the whole episode feels like it could have been done within 15 minutes in a previous one.
because I love the next episode. It's very doomsday-ish. It's very I said doom.
Not Doomsday, but Doomsday.
But I feel like okay, we need to have we need some exposition. Let's create this other episode and blah 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 blah. And it just feels like total bullshit. I'm so sorry, everybody who's a fan of this, but and it reminds me very much of what's that first Doctor episode? The Ark. The Ark.
The Ark.
Yeah.
Actually, the Ark at the time. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, I was the Ark was kind of cool when I first.
If you
watched
think
on
about
DVD.
it, at the time, like the Ark was brilliant. Like
No, it is
they
brilliant
took-
now.
They
I
took
think
4
it's-
parts and they split it in 2.
Yeah. If you just erased that story from existence in the multiverse and then just redid it now with the current Doctor and made it a 2-parter, it would be excellent.
Or bring it down to earth like what they've done here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And they sort of have done it, but they just have too much puffery in it. And when Moffat comes to puffery, not good, because he'll just make stuff up that doesn't make any sense for those.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, again, I'm looking at the last 5 years and I'm like, boy, I miss Stephen Moffat.
Don't be writing checks your ass can't cash there, Josh.
Be
Be very, very careful.
Why are you saying be very careful? I don't understand.
I
I'm
don't know.
cashing this check because there hasn't been a good Doctor Who since World Enough in Time.
We have talked about this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his check is good. It's not an SVB check.
We've talked about this repeatedly, and I just think that I don't have any expectations, any good expectations. I'm just going to say that.
But could it be worse?
Well, yeah. Could it be like if they, let's just say they did something multi-platform, you know, like could it be any worse potentially than anything we would have seen, say, in the 90s?
I'm very curious now about the whole Disney thing, as far as it pertains to money, because
Money.
I was on Novice Elitist the other day.
Were you a cultural elitist? Cultural elitist?
No, I was on Novice Elitist, Kayla's podcast, and we were talking about. Oh, this is after you left, Sean. We were talking about the series Orville, the Seth MacFarlane series that started on.
I don't get invited to these things. I noticed that. You guys don't like me. You guys
you're-
don't like me. I figured that out.
You're invited. You're always invited. I forget. What did we do last time? I can't
I'm happy to join. I mean, if we're talking about something else besides Series 10 of Doctor Who, I'm perfectly willing to jump in.
Oh, we were doing Columbo. Anyway.
Columbo?
Yeah, we did an episode about Columbo.
Anyway, after you left, Sean, we were talking about the series Orville, the Seth MacFarlane Fox
Vehicle. Yep.
Yeah, the Star Trek like show, and I had forgotten because we were talking about the whole series, and the first 2 seasons were on Fox, and then it got picked up by Disney basically, and Disney helped produce the third most recent season, and I had forgotten until we were talking about it, but you could really see the budget change. Like they went all out with the Disney money, and like the effects and like everything, like the stories got so much bigger in scale.
I really okay.
And for Orville, it worked out magnificently. It was just like, holy shit, what is going on?
Hey, it might do a lot for Doctor Who. Who knows?
Yeah. So now I'm wondering. I can't even imagine Doctor Who with that kind of budget. Like what it's going to actually be like, how that's going to translate.
And also, like, we have to measure also like the amount of skill as an actor that Shigawa has. Like, we don't know what's going to happen.
It seems like he's going to be good.
It doesn't matter.
And I have no reason to think he's going to be not good.
And especially with again RTD penning, his stories. Seems like that'd be a good combination.
I'm definitely more excited about Judy than I was for Jodie.
Oh yeah.
And that, by the way, that has nothing to do with the gender of either one of those two people.
Yeah.
It has to do with the level of acting skill.
Well, I'm also factoring in the writing, or who's the writer is behind.
Yep, factor that in.
The actor.
I don't have any faith whatsoever. I don't care if it's RTD. I don't care if it's blah blah blah. It's not Chris Chibnall, so that's a little glimmer of hope right there. I also, if memory serves, I really didn't like a lot of what RTD did too. Although RTD and Stephen Moffat penned both 2 of my favorite stories, which are Midnight and Blink.
Yep.
Which are fucking masterpieces in my opinion.
Yes.
But if left untethered, I feel that both writers create crap. So all of this optimism, I think, is misguided.
Sean, and what I'm worried about, listen, I hate to interrupt you there, but
okay.
What I'm worried about is something like Doomsday coming. Okay? Like somebody wasn't thinking clearly.
You're going to confuse all the listeners.
No, the listeners will know that there's this thing called Doomsday, which is multi-platform, which came out with this this comedian. Her name is Sue something.
Yeah, that is.
And it was not produced very well. The teaser for it.
Yeah, but is that an RTD project though?
Nobody knows.
RTD runs this show. He runs everything about it. He knows about it. He was
Yeah.
part of it.
He knows about it.
And also they've already, before RTD has begun Doctor Who, they've already announced a Torchwood-like spin-off with Brigadier, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name.
Kate Stewart.
Kate Stewart, thank you. With Kate Stewart. Isn't it a little bit too soon? Are we not counting our chickens before we hatch? Can you just hold
we're
on?
definitely counting our chickens.
Can you
before
just
we hatch.
hold on and make a good show?
Like, make the show good again.
Make Doctor Who great again.
Make Doctor Who good again. I want a red hat that says that.
Yeah. Talk about a con out.
Ma-
Yeah, there would probably be people that beat you up because they're like, you don't. It's nothing to do with Trump. It would be like,
No. You see, Sean, you've got these people wrong. They wouldn't beat me up. They just blocked me.
Okay, all right. Well, that's the same thing today. Okay, so the 60th anniversary special is November 2023, November of this year. I'm looking forward to that, but I just have I don't know what to think. I'm not excited. Will I be a little excited when I sit down and I watch the first episode with the 14th Doctor, and by that I mean Chewie. I'm not talking about David Tennant.
David Tennant is 14.
The 14th Doctor. No, come on.
David Tennant is 14.
I stop doing this technical bullshit.
No, it's not technical.
No,
He's a different Doctor than 10.
Okay, we could.
I agree, it's weird, but it would be even more confusing if we call him.
I know he's the 14th Doctor, and by the way, they're probably going to do something to make him not the 14th Doctor. Just wait. But Chewie is the Chewitor.
Shooty
is the 14th actor
No,
to
Cootie.
play the Doctor on the series. He's technically the fifth, but I don't think the War Doctor counts because he was skipped over. There's people that would argue. Well, it's stupid. It's academic, but
it is academic.
I have nothing. I will watch every single episode of it.
Listen. Here's how I feel about it, okay? I'm willing to watch. I'm willing to give it a shot, okay? I watched every Jodie Whittaker episode. I did. I watched each and every one of them. And I was disappointed across the board with the entire series of Jodie Whittaker, okay? But I watched them all. I'm going to do the same thing with this. I don't know what we're going to get, but, like, I'm not going to get excited about it. What I'm going to do is watch it.
That's fine. That's exactly how I feel.
That's it.
And on when I record with JB and Chris on Doctor Who Gives a Fuck, that's kind of the same way. And I can't wait till the same way we feel. And I can't wait to talk about this fucking Doomsday character.
Dude, we should have a whole episode watching fucking the Doomsday escape room. I want to see that or whatever.
Actually, I love escape rooms. I've only done one in my life.
Yeah, so it's possible that there might be a Doomsday escape room. That is a possibility.
Where did you hear this? Was it on Reddit?
I'm looking. No, I heard this.
Was it a Ian Levine's tweet?
No, it wasn't Ian Levine.
I know it's happening. It's going to be a Doomsday escape room.
Oh, he has been saying very negative things about Doomsday.
Good.
Yeah, and by the way, getting a lot of shit from regular fans for this. When I say regular fans, I mean anybody who probably loves the current series, never ever watched one piece of the classic series, don't really understand who Ian Levine really is or anything. Not that I'm giving him any more credit than he possibly deserves, but people are being dicks to him, and they're mostly like 20-somethings who don't really understand who he is.
But we're dicks to him about other stuff, and we know who he is. And
that's again like a long story.
Yeah, it's a long story.
You could essentially say that by virtue of age, we get the pleasure of giving Ian Levine shit. Okay. Yeah. But anybody under the age of 40 doesn't get that pleasure.
Oh.
Okay?
So the stories will be told through Doctor Who Magazine, Titan Comics, Penguin Random House, Eastside Games, Big Finish, and BBC Audios. This is Doomsday.
Yeah, so one of those might be an escape room. Who knows, Sean?
And then there will be a Doomsday finale.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what we're getting here. All I know is that whoever...
No, I think it's healthy to go in with, I guess, low expectations.
But whoever designed whatever they just put out there on the interwebs,
It was bad.
it was bad.
It was bad. It was like, okay, this is it. Press the publish button. And that was published by the actual Doctor Who YouTube account.
Yes.
Which means it was sanctioned by somebody higher up.
Yes.
Which means that they think somebody cares. But the problem is, I do think somebody cares about it.
Yeah, and you know what? It's 2023, my friend.
Yes.
It's not 1997. Okay? And it looked like 1997 type of work. So they gotta be careful because they can't just fucking throw this shit out there and assume that the kiddies will pick it up.
I think the kiddies will pick it up. I think it's but it just looks bad. It just looks so bad. Like I don't know.
How is it like we're saying no, but keep this in mind. Like we're saying it looks bad.
No, I think the kids
And we've seen
Yeah, don't kids have like high standards like when it comes to effects and things?
I'm just saying, like, if we're saying it's bad, what is the average 18-year-old saying?
I don't think it's good.
I think they're saying nothing. I don't think it's on their radar.
I think this is less than
the average 18-year-old.
I don't know. Time will tell. I was thinking more like 12 years old. I mean, like even the way she was talking and the way she was like all like I don't know, lamb chops. Like,
yeah, you might be right. Like 12 years old probably is the right department.
Yeah. It's like, where in the world is Carmen Doomsday San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
definitely.
excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
You've got it.
What? Yep. Eric, you hit the nail on the head.
That's excellent. Yes.
Great theme song.
That is so excellent that I almost think that they're going to do a riff on Carmen San Diego and be like, where is Doomsday? You know, is she in? Wow.
They're going to bring in those a cappella singers to do the...
If only... Listen. If they do that... And
where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
You know what? I'm on board if they do that. And you know what's really funny? It's like Carmen San Diego is long past me being a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's like the 90s.
Yes. I used to see like...
it's the 80s. It's the late 80s.
Oh, no. It's 90s. 90s.
No, Waterbound. No. I had like an Apple IIe or an Apple IIc, and I had the video.
No, dude, I bought a video game for my kids from Carmen San Diego, and that was like in the 2000s.
Really? She's still going strong?
Yeah.
Okay, so the video game came out in 85.
In like 2003, 2004.
Okay. The video game came out in 85.
Okay.
I remember playing it.
The TV series came out, it was 91 through 95.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
I loved that show. I watched the shit out of that. And I
You
was
know
like,
what? Listen. For my kids, when my kids were young, like we had like the Carmen San Diego, kind of video game, the early video games. They were fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah, it's like Marco Polo. It wasn't just where in the world are they? It's like where in time are they?
Oh, that was another one. Yes.
It was freaking awesome.
I didn't have that one, but I remember at some point, like I fucking hated learning shit in school, but I think I knew at that time every capital of every country in Europe.
That's crazy.
Fuck it now, because it's all changed around with Kyrgyzstan.
No, but that's crazy. Like that's the value of that information.
Because I was into like mysteries and like solving shit, and I'm like, okay, I got to be on this.
Yep.
Okay.
My daughter was into that. We did it together. Like she figured out, the problem, and
they like Italian food. They like classical music.
Yeah.
And they're doing tarot cards.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like that's exactly what the fuck that was.
And it wasn't just cards. You'd have to figure out who the villain is. Like, who are you after? Like, is it Titus Can Be? I remember that was an actual. God,
are you serious?
Can Be. Yeah.
Titus Can Be.
I wish I still had like the booklet that came with the game that had all their information.
But the funny thing is, you couldn't play the game anyway right now.
I know, isn't it sad?
You couldn't play it on any computer right now.
There's ways, but I'm not.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can play
you can-
I can play Riven on the iPad right now if I want to, but you
But
can't play the
Oh
discs.
yeah, but there's ways. There's the torrent equivalent way of finding classic games these
But
days.
the TV show on PBS was such a gem because it's like, what villain are you after? And then the kid who won out of the three would, and under I don't know how many minutes or seconds, have to name all the countries or states and whatever. And I'd be like, you know what? If I was on the show and I won, I'd probably get Africa.
You know what? It was great. It was really good, and
So are we gonna do a podcast on the Netflix revival of Carmen San
I'm up for
Diego?
it.
What?
As
What?
long as
What?
as long as we can talk about Doctor Who during that,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Is it animated? Is it animated?
Yeah, it's an animated series. Came out in 2019 on Netflix.
What do they do on it? Like,
I think they treat it as if like it's following like the adventures of the character Carmen San Diego in her world. It looks like reminds me of like Venture Brothers or something.
yeah, but what the fuck does she do? I don't understand, because you never know what she does. She's just doing.
I'll be back, you guys. Hold on.
It's not permitted.
Okay, she was an orphan girl who was found in Buenos Aires. She became a master thief at a facility called the Vile Academy, Vile Academy,
Like
for thieves and
Spectre.
secret criminal. Yes, exactly. They go around stealing things, pulling off heists. I guess she has like a team of like people to help her, kind of like Mission Impossible. And now, as an adult, I guess she's going against Vile. She works for the secret government agency Acme.
Okay. I'm saying no.
Closing out the show today, this is Eric.
This is Josh.
This is Sean.
And until next time,
Even if you forget to record an ending for the podcast.
don't panic.
I don't remember much of this episode, just so you know.
No, none of apparently, as we have discussed, apparently I don't hardly remember anything of the whole entire season.
Like for this stuff, it's not like Classic Who at all for me. I might have only seen this maybe one or two times.
Yeah, Series 10, I only watched practically the initial airing.
And until next time, even if you forget to record an ending for the podcast. And until next time, even if you forget to record an ending for the podcast. Even if you forget to record an ending for the podcast.